Welcome to Jethro's Garage. Glad y'all are here with me today. Today I'm going to show y'all some sharpening stone stuff. Your knife is a tool. You got to keep your knife sharp. What do you need for it? More tools. But it's not just knives. If you're a woodworker, it could be your chisels, all kind of stuff. I mean, I use it for my chisels as well. And these things sure do come in handy. This is a set of Stanley, and they're fairly sharp. They're close to what is it? Razor sharp. Maybe not quite that good, but they're pretty decent. I try to keep them flat on the bottom and then work on the edge on this side. This one's seen some little bit of wear, a little bit of abuse, but just it's tools. And you got to keep them sharp. If you don't keep them sharp, they're harder to work with. When your tools are harder to work with, something could go wrong. You could damage your product, whatever you're working on. You could cut yourself because you're having to put too much effort into it. A lot of stuff. That being said, an extremely sharp knife can be very dangerous. And it'll cut you, and you might not even feel it for a few seconds till you see the blood start pulling. But y'all come on up here. I'm gonna walk you through these. This is just an overview. A little later on, I think I'm gonna show you how to use these. So here we got a few products I'm going to show you. Got the Smith's 8-inch tri-hone system. It's roughly $100. It's out of stock on Amazon. They have a 6-inch though that's in stock. We got a Smith's SK2 5-inch medium and 4-inch 5 kit. We have a Lansky kit, a Smith pocket. That's 1048. It's called the Pocket Pal. Work Sharp. I've done a short about it before, $34.95. A Gatco. It's a 600-60016 item number. It's roughly $11.99. I've got a few others to show you here, but that's an overview. Let's show them to you. I am going to start with the smallest, and it is this one. This is the Smith Pocket Pal. It's a decent little sharpener. I don't typically like these that you drag your knife through it. They're okay in the field, but it's not something I use. They'll tear your knife up pretty quick if you're not watching it. So if you're just wanting something for a beater knife that you really don't care about, sure, use this. But other than that, I would not. I wouldn't buy this again, just being honest. I wouldn't buy it again. I don't like using it. I haven't used it in years. I probably had this on a deployment with me and used it because I didn't have nothing else, or this is what I could get at the time. Next, we have the Gatco. Just so you know, I would always forget to bring my knife sharpeners on deployment with me every single time. But anyway, this is a little bitty pocket sharpener from Gatco. This is the 60016. It's a nice little pocket sharpener. The bad thing about this is the hone. I mean, it's more of a hone. You're not going to take a knife that doesn't have a decent edge on it and put a good edge on it unless you want to work with it for days and days. But this is a good one to dress your edge, maybe make it a little bit sharper. It's a decent one, and I can't tell you not to buy it because I like it, but this doesn't have any way to form a good edge if you've let it get away from you. But if you're just trying to keep it dressed, want to keep something in your pocket that's decent, this is a decent one to have. Here's another one that you drag your blade through. This is from Buck. It's kind of an old one. I don't even know if you would be able to get this again. But again, I don't really like this type. It just tears your blade up. It's quick. It could put you a usable blade on it fairly quick, but past that, I wouldn't really use it. Here is my favorite pocket sharpener. I have come to really love this thing. I've got two of them. I bought one for my dad, and then I've got this one, and now I've got them both. But this is such a handy little sharpener. So this is the Work Sharp. It's $34.99. It's got a coarse diamond hone, a fine diamond hone. It's got a leather strop, and then it's got ceramic. And it also has different ceramic, I don't know. So that would be coarse ceramic. This would be for your hooks and stuff. And this is your fine ceramic. Not really sure what we use this up here for. Maybe for your serrated knives. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Another thing to notice about this is these are removable. I wish they had it on both sides, but I think you can probably buy these. And then they got instructions in here on how to use it. It's a pretty nice little setup. This, if you're looking for one for a pocket sharpener, this is the one I would choose. Yes, it's more expensive, but dadgummit, it's nice. Here's just a couple of stones. I found these in toolboxes. I think these are to dress up, I don't know. But I use these on some of my bigger tools, and I also use them to keep my oil stones flat. I know that's crazy, but this one I don't. I just use it, it's sort of a junk stone to me, but this one I do. It's very flat, pretty nice, works well. So here's my Arkansas oil stones. I bought many of these kits right here. This particular kit is a SK2. It's got a 5-inch medium stone and a 4-inch fine stone in the bottom. They're pretty decent. For this stone right here, you can use oil on it. You could also use water on this, and I think it would be just fine. This one, I would use water on it all by itself. Another thing to think about these is you want to keep these clean. You don't want to get them gunked up, let them get gunked up with stuff. Use your brush, water, soap. Clean them off real good, and they'll last you a lifetime. These are just a couple that have, you know, this one you can see the glue stain here. They've come off the mount for me, and they're different grades. I think both of these are pretty light stones. They're not, I don't think they're medium grit. They're probably somewhere between a fine and a medium. And don't slap them together like I just did. Next is your Lansky. Well, I bought this quite some time. Some of these are pretty old. Now this was a 4-piece set. It also had oil in it. I've never really cared too much for using this, but I think if I had the mount so that I could mount this piece on a table and work it, I think I would like it better. I don't know. But It comes with a few different stones. Here's a 600. With these type of stones, and you can get into like Wicked and a few of them like that, you can really get your stuff sharp. A 280. And I think this one's 80. I could be wrong. No, it's 120 coarse stone. And here is another stone. This is your ceramic. Pretty fine. Let's see. Or it's serrated blade. Okay, there you go. There's, I guess one of these sides go down. It's for serrated blades. Like I said, I don't really like using this one. It's a good kit, but I need more for it. And I've had the mount for it in my wish list for years and just have never bought it. And last but not least is this 8-inch tri-hone system from Smith's. This is a big old boy. Let me pull it out here. So, I've got another honing solution. I don't know if this is food safe or not, but I've got some other that's food safe. But let's start with the coarse diamond stone. So this is coarse, cuts it down pretty quick to your edge. Then you go to the fine diamond to get that better edge on it. And then you go to your Arkansas stone to polish it up and get it real nice. And you can go further than this, but this is a pretty good system. All of these take a little practice. And I'm going to show you how to use a couple of these in another video. This one I've tried to take a little care of. You see I just smudged it up, but I wash this off pretty regular. This is a nice kit. Been able to sharpen, I sharpen my, my knives in the house for, food and stuff like that with this. You can sharpen just about anything, scissors, whatever. Do it good. This coarse diamond, the main reason I bought this was for the coarse diamond and cutting it down. It is so aggravating to try to get a good start on the edge. Once you get that start, as long as you're not rounding it out all over, you can go on and progress, and it shouldn't take quite as long as opposed to using like just this. This right here will take you forever to get a good edge on it. And if you ain't got nothing but time, I mean, that's okay. I'm going to show you real fast one more thing that I use, and then we'll close this video out. So I like to use this Grizzly wet grinder system. Let me move that out of the way. It's a very nice system, but I use a stropping wheel a lot. I'll finish off my knives with it. You can also use a diamond paste. This is a bottled diamond paste or some other cutting compound on this wheel, and it'll help you get a good finish on your blade, and it'll have it nice and sharp. Now this, I typically use it to put a finished edge on like a lawnmower blade or something like that, but it can get kind of rough even using water on it. Plus, the wheel that come with it wasn't the best in the world. I've got to really think about whether I would even recommend this particular tool. Well, there we go. This is just a few ideas for you. Sharpening a knife can get frustrating. Some people choose to do automatic different ways like this right here, and that's okay. But you need to watch it, because if you're spending a lot of money on a knife, or even a decent knife, I mean, this Vim was 50 bucks, and I wouldn't put it on there. It's just, I wouldn't even put my $30 side buster on there. 25, 30, something like that. Just because it's not going to last as long. Does it take a minute to learn how to sharpen a knife with something like this? Yeah. Is it a little easier to learn this Lansky system? If you buy the whole thing or do like a Wicked Edge, which is very expensive, they're more precise. It takes some of the human element out of it, and like holding a blade at a particular angle. So here's the angle that it wants you to hold it at. Let me try to. Here's the angle it wants you to hold it at. But as you're going through there, you may twist up and down and roll your edge or whatever. But there's a lot more to learn about sharpening a knife than this. And we'll cover that in another video. Thank y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great week. And be blessed.